I'm Akshata from second year BSc. Thanks for sharing your insights. And I would like to ask, what was the inspiration behind launching the Hasiru Organic to young harvesters?
Yeah, so like I said, you want me to stand or do you want to? Yeah. So like I said, Hasiru Organics has a lot of programs running in. Like we have Happy Farming where we teach especially Malnad Kadevarge about coffee tota, pepper, arecanut, elaichi, everything. And we also have another program called Wellness in the Field where we teach them about yoga, meditation and growing medicinal plants and organic manure. So when we saw this, the results were like very good. There were like too many people coming in. So like I said, nanage gottirlilla. After becoming a mother and everything, I realized we should start something for the youngsters as well. Because makkalige curiosity jasti irutte. So when they are curious, they learn more. And that's how this concept of young harvesters came through Hasiru Organics. Hi.
I'm Rashmi from first year BS student. So, what advice would you give to students who want to balance both passion projects and professional careers?
Okay. So, professional careers is very important. Like I said, starting you cannot go through your passion because ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮನೆ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ನೀನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಮನಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಡೆಸಿಗ್ನೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಸೊ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ಗೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ what exactly do you mean by passion? Like traveling and everything? Yeah. So see, traveling is nice. It should be like a stress buster. But professional career, that should always be there. Hi.
I'm Dikshita. My question is, how would youth change their life in being a part of organic farming?
How would you? Youth.
Change their life being a part of organic farming.
So like I said, today's youth is tomorrow's billionaires. Mark these words, this is for sure. And I was recently invited for an event where Sadhguru was there. And Sadhguru told us one sentence. He said, there is information everywhere, but there is no inspiration. That is right? Naan young agiddaga, I think I didn't have any inspiration. Like our cricketers, agella nodi, yeah, we had our inspirations adara, but I don't see any inspiration like, oh, naan iವ್ರ ತರನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, I should become famous like this. Adara I don't see anybody. Like we all had, right, our favorite cricketers, favorite actors, adella irutte side alli. But you need to have good inspiration. So I think through organic farming, like I am inspired. Being a software professional, being into hospitality, apart from all these, I think I am like very impressed with these farmers. One on really they earn so much. I mean that's like, yes, it is happening. So I think organic farming is like impressing me. So it will definitely impress all the youth. Because youth antandre energy idre you can do everything.
Hi ma'am, my name is Harshita. My question to you is, you have 11 experience in the software industry as a assurance engineer. What is your inspiration to transform into technology, into sustainability and social integration?
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, my software profession has blessed me, has paid me really, really well, and yes, I'm always thankful for that. Yakandre ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದಿದ್ರೆ I wouldn't have moved immediately. So what made me move from software profession to hospitality? I moved into hospitality first because we opened our first resort. Is because I became a mother. So I had 2 kids back to back, and I wanted to stay back at home. I wanted to see my kids growing up. I wanted to witness every milestone. Because becoming a mother is a very nice thing, you know. I think more than all these roles, I'm enjoying my motherhood role a lot. So, after becoming a mother, I shifted my software job into hospitality because I didn't want to stress myself. When you stress yourself, you will not enjoy the other thing. ನಾನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕೂಗಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to balance my mind. So I thought, okay, software ಇಲ್ಲ, but I cannot sit idle, right? ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. So that time this homestay culture was very new. I think in our Chikmagalur, Mudigere side, we just had like about 4 to 5 homestays. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಾರಿಗೂ ಇದೆ, but back then it was just 4 to 5 and that was a new idea ಅವಾಗ. So in fact, we got in new things like idhi homestay lella natural firewood water ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. We got ole from Sringeri, we got it done. So ಈ ತರ innovations ಮಾಡ್ತಾ that those interests started growing and I left my software profession at a side, but not completely. But yes, I'm using my software skills wherein I can talk to anybody. I can write my requirements. All that you learn in when you get into a job only.
How can technology and tradition work together in sustainability?
When we say sustainability, it is about saving your land, growing good things. And when you say organic field, if you have an organic field, you definitely have to have one cow. One hasu idre matra adanad gobra adu idu ella seri you can have an organic manure and organic field. Now technology is improving. There are a lot of things with respect to technology. You could say marketing or AI, ChatGPT, ಏನೇನೇ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿ. Using, maybe you can use those solutions also to change few things over here. And you can use them to do your marketing as well. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲೋ 1 ಎಕರೆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯೂರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು how do we market it? We have to use these technologies. So I think we have to use certain technologies and grow in organic field.
My question is, many young people want to contribute for the sustainability living, then they don't know where to start, then how to start. What are your simple steps to start the sustainability?
Yeah, correct. This is actually a nice question. We don't know where to start and how to start. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ರೈಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡಿರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ವೇ. ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಡು ವಿ ನೋ ಇಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಂಗ್? ಅರ್ಧ ದಾರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯೋರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, that is where all our programs is coming up. We have something called happy farming. We have young harvesters for youngsters, and we have wellness in the field. So whoever is interested, whoever wants to grow or do something, they can approach us. We have programs designed, for a particular thing. Or if you are very good at something and you want to market your product, so all our events will have stalls showcased. So you can do that as well. So we are going to help you, handhold you. We are going to set up the stage for you guys to do something with respect to organic field and farming.
Thank you.
We all have a idea in our mind that organic farming or sustainable agriculture costs more. Does this idea work for the growing population?
Yes, I agree with you, because normal Sona Masuri akki 1 kg is about 65 rupees. Yeah, 60s. It depends on each area again in Bangalore. But that Rajmudi akki, that properly grown red color unpolished Rajmudi akki is 105 rupees. Yake andre the cultivated land of Rajmudi is less. Sona Masuri tumba kade belitare. So everything comes to the market. But ಈ ರಾಜಮುಡಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ. So I think when we start growing more organic stuff, when we start growing our own food, prices ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? So now like we have a store, right? We have two zero wastage plastic free stores in Chikmagalur and Mudigere. When I say zero wastage, ನಿಮಗೆ 10 ಗ್ರಾಮಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು there's no ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗ್ರಾಮಿಗೆ you have to pay. It's not like compulsory ನೀವು ಅರ್ಧ ಕೆಜಿನೇ ತಗೋಬೇಕು 1 ಕೆಜಿನೇ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಆ ಥರ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. And when I say plastic free, we don't have plastic covers, we don't have bottles, we don't have anything stored in plastic. You have to carry your own bag, you have to carry your own bottle, ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಗಿಣ್ಣೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ you have to carry your own stuff and get it filled and go. So yeah, we have a lot of things coming in from a place called Khanapur. Anybody heard about Khanapura near Belgaum? So this is a very small village in near Belgaum, and this is like certified from the central government only. ಇವರು ಏನೇನು ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ that is organic ಅಂತ. So we are sourcing from there, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಖಾನಾಪುರದಿಂದ ತರಿಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ 105 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂದೆಲ್ಲ ತರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವೆನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಮ್ ಡೌನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್ ಫುಡ್, I think everything, the pricing will reduce, and organic farming will not become expensive.
What are some of the most valuable skills children gain by participating in this program?
First thing I would say, children will become calm. Children are very restless nowadays. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಸೋಕ್ಕೂ ಫೋನ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ವೇ. ಕೆಸರಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಹಾಕಲೇಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮ್ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ last month I had 200 students of 5th grade students, ಆಯ್ತಾ? And when we started taking them into horticulture department, like this basic tomato brinjal ಅದನ್ನೇ, they were very curious. They were like ಎಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ದ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಪ್ಪ ಕಾಯಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ. So when they do that, they are going to learn. Their curiosity level increases, their calmness increases, and they will learn. And I think farming is an essential skill life ಅಲ್ಲಿ. If you don't know one ಗಿಡ ನಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ that is I don't know what to say. You need to know certain things. So farming is essential skill.
Does someone ask questions?
What are the biodegradable alternatives that you guys have been running through? Like you said, you guys do not have any, like, you don't use plastic, but have you ever thought about biodegradable plastics that can be as alternatives, or do you guys produce any or something like that?
See, we have definitely thought about it, but we haven't thought about producing it because it takes in a lot of effort and setup and everything. So, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಸುಮಾರು ಬಾಟ್ಲುಗಳು ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, so let them use that first. And maybe right now we are delivering to customers in Bangalore from Chikmagalur, ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Maybe in future, if our customers increase and we will have to pack it in a biodegradable, stuff, then yeah, maybe we'll start thinking about it.
What are like one of the ideas, maybe if you have thought about it, what is the biodegradable alternative that you have apart from reusing what we already have?
Alternative, So we haven't thought about any items as of now. Yakandre, when you say organic, their shelf life is very less, aita. And when you put them in a biodegradable plastic or bottles, martbit hange 4-5 dina bitre it will get spoiled. So better to store it in a glass jar or at home or whatever you get, so that you keep using. So to answer your question, we haven't thought about anything to produce as of now.
Thank you.
So we are here, right? Adanne heliddu nanu. So there are many people here, I know, they have land but no proper push from parents. ನಿನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀನು ಹೋಗು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗು. ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸಿಗಂತೂ ಸಾವಿರ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಂಡ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಾಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್. ನಮಗೆ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮನೇ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಕಾಫಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ I tell you, I was just telling your principal today in the morning, when I was just doing my R&D, ಏನೇನು ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ we can concentrate. This Ramnagara region was very good in terms of silk. They used to grow silk, ಆಯ್ತಾ, back then. But now, nobody grows it because ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆ equipments ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. They have no idea like what to do. And I see them becoming Uber and Ola drivers. That is very sad, right? You have land, you have that better environment to grow your silkworms, but ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಕೋಲಾರ್ ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಬೆಳಿಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕೋಲಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಟು ಗ್ರೋ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ದಿಸ್ ಊಬರ್ ಓಲಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸು ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಪಾಪ ಕೆಲವರು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. Let us do something about it. So, if you, to answer your question, push illa mane kadeyinda support illa antandre, we are here. We will tell you what to do. We have a lot of professors in hand. We have a lot of good agriculturists in hand. We have good farmers who have made very good money in hand. And we even have nam session alli we have like software professionals who are coming in to learn, but with no land. Land illa. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ಐ ಮೇಕ್ ಮನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್.
Hope we covered everything. Yes? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the your presence, and you've given a valuable inputs for our students. And we'll just now take the point that how much that they have learned from this session. Out of 10, how much marks you want to give for yourself for this session? Out of 10, how much marks that you want to give for yourself? That you have learned in this session, basically. Out of 10, how much marks you want to give for yourself?
10.
Everybody?
10.
Everybody gets 10?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now for madam, how much marks you want to give? Out of 10?
10.
Out of 10?
10.
Everybody agrees?
Yes.
Okay, for overall session? For this session, Women in Leadership Series 24, out of 10, how much marks you want to give?
10.
Everybody?
Yes.
No voice?
Yes, ma'am.
No voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Out of 10?
10.
Everybody agrees?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now this organic farming, there are so many students have a concern that if we have a land, we doesn't have a knowledge. I think madam is available, so she will guide you and their team will guide you. And if you don't have a land also, but you are interested in this organic farming, again they are the right team that they will be helping you. Shortly there will be an GKVK visit also for the life science students. And also there are something called as add-on course or a skill-based program. So that we will be connecting with the team and they definitely help you in one or the other way to have a better career in your life. Okay, so moving on to the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am, for the amazing sessions. On behalf of Maharani Lakshmi Ammani College, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Ms. Anushri Somaya for sharing her inspiring journey and valuable insight on leadership and sustainable living. Your words have truly encouraged us to look at technology and nature as partners for better future. I extend a heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest Anushri Somaya ma'am and our principal Sir Mishta ma'am, our managing trustee K. Jairaj sir and our AO Anadanesh sir and the Women in Leadership team and all the students who have attended this series. Thank you all for being here and carrying this spirit of learning and positive change forward. Thank you.
I want to tell you all one more thing. A woman was not put onto this earth only to become a daughter, wife, mother, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, whatever. She was put in here for a purpose. Because I think we are all blessed a little bit more compared to men, emotionally and physically. Yes, that is for sure. So don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to change your direction. Just move on, and wishing you a lot of success. And if you guys really want to do something meaningful, something which can connect to your roots literally and emotionally, then we are here. Young Harvesters is here, and I'm looking forward to a lot of enrollments from you guys, and let's grow together. Thank you for having me over, Ms. Rajeshwari, and heartfelt thanks to Mr. Jairaj sir, who's not here. And I'm here because of them, and it's really nice looking at you guys. And that memory which struck me is like, I wrote my Comet K exam here in Maharani Ammani College. So this was my center. And yeah, very nice. The energy is like really good. I could sense a feeling of interest about farming. Mansalidru obrobru baibit matadalla, but that's okay. Go back home, think about it, and get back to us. Thank you.
I would like to welcome our chief guest, Ms. Anushri Somaya ma'am, to this session. We are delighted to host you ma'am, a dynamic tech professional, a passionate advocate for sustainable living. With over a decade of experience in the software industry, ma'am has worked with leading companies like Tech Chefs, Software and NTT Data, mastering everything from healthcare technology to system testing. What makes her journey truly inspiring is her leap into entrepreneurship and sustainability. As the lead of Young Harvesters, a flagship initiative of Hasiru Organics, she connects young people with farming, nature and mindful living, showing how technology and eco-consciousness can beautifully coexist. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Anushri Somaya as she shares her insights on leadership, innovation and power of living sustainably. I request ma'am to take over the session.
Can I? So good morning everybody. Good morning everybody. So it's an absolute honor for me to be standing here in front of you guys and addressing a few things, especially when the feminine energy is high during this Navratri time. Happy Navratri to you all. So yeah, like she introduced me, let me also tell a few lines about myself. When I look at you guys, I go back to my college days where life was all about friends, eating chats, night studies, and most of all, the experience of what next, yen madadappa, el kelsappa, yenadu anta. But yeah, life goes on. So I am an electronics and communication graduate. Did very nice and pretty well, a distinction in my engineering marks card. I got placed in a company called NTT Data, which is an MNC. It was a very good learning curve for me because I got to understand the corporate life, the politics inside the corporate life, and how everything runs in a structured way. So this was in Chennai and Hyderabad, and being a Bangalorean, it's always, you just cannot stay anywhere else, you just want to get back to Bangalore. So I got back to Bangalore and I thought, let me join a startup. Tumba jana ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು, startup, when you join a startup, it's very, very difficult. It's just like you jump into the deep side of the swimming pool and you have no other option, you just have to swim. So hange in startup, I joined as a quality assurance leader, but I got to do everything else. I became a BA, I became a test engineer, I became a Java developer. I in fact spoke to the clients and I did everything. And I think that was the turning point in my life because I was able to manage everything. Managing is also a very good life skill nowadays. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕೆಲಸ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಫೇಸ್, because every situation teaches you a lesson. Then after Tech Chefs, though Tech Chefs and Entity Data paid me really, really well, I was very happy with the salary package, but somewhere, I wanted to come out of this 9 to 5 scene and reporting everything. And then life gave me a very nice role called motherhood. So after my 2 beautiful babies, I thought I want to witness every situation in their life. I wanted to witness their milestones. I didn't want to go out and work, I didn't want to leave them. So the first 5 years, I think I've just experienced and I don't regret even a second for it. Now I think my kids are 8 and 5, but I'm very satisfied because I was there for them. But again, this is not a very easy situation or part for everybody else. But I was blessed because I was very strong that I want to be at home and let me do something else. And then I did a little freelancing with some US clients and everywhere where ರಾತ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು and all. Then came this idea of starting something of my own. So I am from Coorg, married to a family in Chikmagalur. And then we have coffee estates. So this coffee estate, pepper ella namig base aita. So after kids and all, we had a small farmhouse. And then 10 years back, I think this homestay culture was very new. It was in trend. Since I was from corporate background and my husband supported me, and we thought, okay, let us convert this farmhouse into a nice resort or a 3-star hotel where people are happy. As a person, I like talking to people. I like listening to their stories and I like telling my stories also. Not everything, but a little bit here and there. So I thoroughly enjoyed my hospitality business, which is going really well even now. Aitu 8 years aitu, ಅದು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್. I get to listen to people, I get to greet and meet new people, especially from corporates when they come. I see how happy they are. Corporate ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ I see how happy they are. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು. And then ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂತು. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗಂತೂ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ we all went back to ಊರು. We went back to ಊರು, then I realized, oh shit, ಕಾಫಿ ತೋಟ ಇದೆ 2 ಕಡೆ, but I have no idea how to take care of this. ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಯಾವ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ. Then I think most of you all would have heard, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮಂದಿರು, I think many of them are from farming background, yeah? Yes? Yeah. ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ, ಲೇಬರ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿನೇ ನಾನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡೇನೋ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಐ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್, ನೋ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಆದರೂ ABCD ಆದರೂ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಕಾಫಿ ತೋಟದ್ದು. ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಔಟ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡಾಟರ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೋಬಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಿ, ಐ ನೋ ದಟ್. Then that is how I came across this group called Hasiru Organics, and I am really very grateful for this group because of which I am here today. So Hasiru Organics anta, it is found by Mr. Arvind Bhuttankad. He is a visionary founder. When I say visionary founder, his visions, his thoughts, his ideas are amazing. He is the owner of 350 acres of coffee estate. But he is not just thinking about himself, but he is doing something to empower the younger generation. So when I just went there, because they were running a program called Happy Farming, I wanted to join that. I went there and I see 20 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗರಿಂದ I saw like 70 years old tata also. Because agriculture and farming is like everyday learning process. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ಮಳೆ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬಂತ, you have to do something about it. So you need to learn. ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. And then I was just talking to him and then I realized he is like amazing. I don't know how many here would have heard about a plant called azolla. Have you guys heard about it? Azolla? So in Kannada it is called jalasasya. So azolla is used for these animals to increase their milk production. Right? It's to these crops and fruits, vegetables, coffee, tota, everything. The results were like amazing. So he was the first one to do that in our region. Azolla aitu. Then I just heard about this plant called pachauli. Has anybody heard about it? Pachauli anta? It's an aromatic herb. So this herb is used everywhere, like soaps, oils, perfumes, everywhere. Yadukella smell barutte, you use pachauli plant in that. So idi nam Malnad region alli nobody knew that this plant existed and idan tandu ನಾವು ಬೆಳಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. And he was the first one to do that. And he taught youngsters how to harvest them. And then right now in 2025 we have about 6,500 youngsters as farmers, and we have our own community where we take them on agri-tourism. We take them on one international tour and one domestic tour. Like for example, last year we took them to Vietnam. Vietnam allo coffee adu idu ella belitare, and they're like very organized, nam tara alla. So adun hogi kaltu those equipments, those solutions ella bandu id martivi. And for domestic trip we took them to Jain Farms, which is in Maharashtra. They are also like amazing growers. Adunella nodta idre, I mean I had this thought, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ do you want to become a farmer ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ನೀನು do you want to take care of the estate ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. Why would I do so much here in Bangalore in this hurry-burry idu? So I think farming is also a profession. Like you all can, it's up to you, engineer, doctor, architects, ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. But I think farming should also be considered because there is money in farming. ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. I think if you think in a smart way, the right way, and if you know somebody who can give you the right direction, then I think there's nothing else like farming. Then through Hasiru Organics, they approached me to this concept called Young Harvesters. So I'm very thankful to Arvindana for that. Wherever I go, I'm going to thank him, because I think from 9 to 5 job, then becoming an entrepreneur, when he told me about Young Harvesters, ಅದೊಂಥರ ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಹೊಡಿತು ನನಗೆ. ಎಸ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಡೌಟ್ ಆನ್ ನಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಾ. I didn't even think about it. When he told me about this concept, I was like, yes, this is something which will satisfy my soul. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ when you give back to somebody ಅಲ್ಲ, you'll feel good. So we are giving back to Mother Earth. I am going to teach these youngsters how to become a good farmer. So I said yes, and then we recently launched Young Harvesters in Bangalore last month, and we've got like incredible response on it. We've already done 2 batches, like about 200 to 220 students, where we teach them exclusive farming techniques of mushroom cultivation, beekeeping, fish, ornamental fishing, and growing exotic fruits and vegetables. So when you ask me why Young Harvesters, one though kids in Bangalore especially, or not only Bangalore, yella kadebili, they don't know where the rice comes from. They don't know how the milk reaches the table. And nam kade these Malnad kids don't even know how cardamom plant looks like. ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So let us start. ನಾನೇ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು farming. So I don't want to do this. Let us start a little early ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, that was one point. Second, when you just look at the stats, Karnatakaದಲ್ಲಿ I think they're just 10% or less than 10% who are 35 to lesser than 35 years old farmers. So ನಾವು ಯಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, your mind will work. So it's better to start when you are young, right? ಅವಾಗ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಓಡುತ್ತೆ, ತಲೆ ಓಡುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ you can do. So then, this was the reason for me to accept young harvesters and start, especially in Bangalore. Now, you might ask me, what will a kid learn after your program in Young Harvesters? Young Harvesters, I'm going to make sure they gain practical knowledge and hands-on skill about agriculture. Second, they are going to feel that sense of accomplishment. When you're in between nature, ee gadde totakkella hodre, you'll not even think about anything else. Your mind and you're very calm. So they are going to feel that. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ there's no patience ಇಲ್ಲ, ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಇದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಏನು ಬಂದ್ರೂ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So I think they are going to learn the sense of accomplishment. Third, they are going to learn about their local food systems. ಈಗ ರಾಗಿ ನಮ್ದು ಲೋಕಲ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಯಟಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ರಾಗಿ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ತುಂಬ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಲರ್ನ್ our local food systems first. So these kids are going to learn that. And then fourth, I am going to teach them how to become a smart farmer. When I say smart, it is not only hard work. It is also thinking ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. Because if there is no money, there is no motivation. Yeah? You all agree? ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದ್ರೇನೆ you will be motivated, right? So there is money in farming. So we should know those right techniques, what to use. So they are going to learn all these things in Young Harvesters. And then, I think through Young Harvesters, I want to tell you all, I think tomorrow's billionaires are today's farmers. Next, on the 10-20 years down the line, I think all the farmers and agriculturists are going to become billionaires. Because ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಇವಾಗ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I think if you own a land, even ಅರ್ಧ ಎಕರೆ 1 ಎಕರೆ ಇದ್ರೂ, you will become somebody in life 10 years or 20 years down the line. So I think we should not just grow crops, but we should also grow consciousness. We should not just harvest food. We should also harvest a better, sustainable tomorrow. Sustainability ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So I want to end this with a line saying, success is not always a straight line. It has its own ups and downs, it has breaks, it has different directions, it has curves, and it is not in the same shape. Success comes even after you take a break, even after you start over. You will still succeed. But all that you need is a good positive mindset and the right way. Because ನಿಮ್ಮದು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. Only if you have good roots, you will get good and tasty fruits. Okay? Yeah. Thank you.